The Hall of Mirrors had not been used in 3 centuries. Queen Arathiel reopened it for one reason only. A human had arrived. The mirrors were not for vanity. They were memory. Each one showed a moment from the history of the Celestine Accord. Treaties, wars, first contacts, last goodbyes. The human stood at the center of the hall. He wore a plain envoy coat. No rank markings, no weapons, no display of wealth. That alone made the guards uneasy. Queen Arathiel watched from her elevated seat. Her crown shimmered with living light. Her wings were folded in formal rest. Her expression was calm. Her mind was not. Humans were new. Too new, they had appeared from a spiral arm no one watched anymore. They built ships fast. They learned routes faster. They asked questions no one else asked. Most concerning of all, they listened. The translator stepped forward. Archivist Lithron, old even by their standards. Keeper of 1,000 tongues. Lithron activated the translation field. State your name and purpose. Lethron said in trade standard. The human smiled. Politely. My name is Elias Moore. The human said. The sound that followed froze the hall. Dropped the crystal. It shattered. On the mirror floor, the guards raised weapons. The queen lifted one finger. Silence. Returned. The human had not spoken trade standard. He had spoken Old Celestine, a language dead for over 2,000 years, a language that predated the queen's line, a language only used now in funerary inscriptions and sealed archives. Wings trembled. That is not possible. Lithron whispered in Old Celestine. The human blinked. Oh, Elias said in the same tongue. I am sorry. Was that rude? The queen stood. Every mirror flared with light. You will answer carefully, Queen Arathiel said. She spoke in Old Celestine too. Her voice was steel and dawn. How do you speak the forgotten language? Elias bowed. Not low, not high. Perfectly balanced. We found it, he said. In a ruin, on a dead moon, orbiting a red dwarf, marked as unclaimed. Lethron let out a broken sound. That moon was sealed, Lethron said. By accord law, by blood oath. Elias nodded. Double quotes, yes, we know now. The queen descended the steps. Her wings opened slightly. Not threat, not welcome, attention. You will explain everything, she said. From the beginning, Elias took a breath. Humanity learned early that space remembers, he said. Not kindly, but clearly. He paced slowly. He did not look at the mirrors. He already knew what they showed. Our first deep-range explorers found relics, he said. Languages etched into holes. Signals repeating into the void. Warnings without recipients. Lithron listened like a starving scholar. We built listening arrays, Ilya said. Not for profit. For survival. We believed someone had already failed. The queen said nothing. We found Old Celestine in fragments, Elias continued. Star charts. Burial poems. A manual for atmospheric regulators. We thought it was ceremonial. He smiled faintly. It was not. Lethron swallowed. The moon you sealed, Elias said. It was not a tomb. It was a classroom. The mirrors shifted. One showed ancient Celestines teaching young ones among stars. That moon contained the last full archive of your early expansion era, Elias said. Physics, ethics, linguistics, the warning protocols. The Queen's eyes narrowed. Warning? Of what? She asked. Elias stopped walking. Of us, he said. The hall went cold. You predicted humanity, Elias said. Not our name, not our form, but our pattern. Lithron staggered back. That is impossible, Lithron said. Elias nodded again. That is what you wrote to. He raised his wrist. A small hollow projected old Celestine script glowed. When the quiet builders arise, Elias read, they will learn faster than wisdom permits. If they find our words, they must also find our silence. The Queen closed her eyes. That text was erased, she said. We found backups, Elias replied, in 12 formats. You were very thorough. The Queen looked at him again. Truly this time. Why come here? She asked. To return something, Elias said. He reached into his coat. The guards tensed. He withdrew a data. Shard, small, plain, ancient. Let Wren gasped. That is a seed archive, Lethrin said. One of the first voice sets. Yes, Elias said. The final one. The Queen took it herself. Her hands trembled. You were not meant to find that, she said. We know, Elias replied. That is why we learned your language correctly. Lithron looked up sharply. Correctly, Lithron repeated. Elias smiled. Languages are more than words, he said. They carry assumptions. Respect markers. Silence, timing. He looked at the Queen. We knew if we mistranslated you, we might survive, but we would not deserve to. The Queen studied him. What does humanity want? She asked. Elias did not answer at once. When we finished translating your archives, he said, we learned why you sealed yourselves behind protocol. The mirrors changed again. They showed war, collapse, species lost. You feared becoming gods by accident, Elias said. You feared uplifting cultures before they were ready. You feared being worshipped or hated for eternity. The Queen nodded slowly. Yes, she said. We share that fear, Elias said. Silence filled the hall. We came to ask permission, Elias said. To speak, to trade, to learn, slowly. Lethran laughed softly. You learned our dead language before asking hello, he said. Elias winced. Fair, he said. But we wanted you to hear us without filters. The Queen looked at the mirrors again, at her ancestors, at their choices. Why you? She asked. Why humanity? Elias considered. We are very good at being late, he said, and very bad at forgetting mistakes. The Queen almost smiled. She turned to Lethran. Archivist, she said. Is his speech accurate? Lethran bowed deeply. Painfully so, Lethran said. He even pauses where the language demands humility. The Queen returned her gaze to Elias. You have broken several ancient laws, she said. Yes, Elias said. We read those too. And yet you stand here unpunished, she said. Double quotes, yes. Elias agreed. The Queen lifted the seed archive. This contains our origin stories, she said. Our first mistakes. Our shame. We know, Elias said. We did not open it. The Queen raised an eyebrow. We waited, Elias said. For you. The mirrors dimmed. The guards lowered weapons. Queen Arathiel straightened. Human Elias Moore, she said. You have done something no species has done in 10,000 years. And that is, Elias asked gently. You reminded us why we hid, she said, and why we should stop. Lathron's breath caught. The Queen turned to the hall. "Let it be recorded," she said. "In Old Celestine, and in human standard." The mirrors brightened. "First contact is accepted," the Queen declared. "Not by trade, not by conquest, but by shared memory." She faced Elias once more. "You will teach our young your languages," she said, "and we will teach you restraint." Elias bowed deeply now. "We would be honored," he said. The Queen extended her hand. "Not in dominance, not in submission, in balance." When historians ask how this began, she said, "They will say the Queen and her translator were shocked." Lethron smiled through tears. "And they will ask," Lethron added, "how do you speak the forgotten language?" Elias took the Queen's hand. "Because someone had to remember," he said.